Hey, what's happening, guys? Mike from MetaComix coming at you with a review of Batman Superman number 13 by Greg Pak, art by, I think it's Jae Lee. Probably butchered that guy's name. I apologize. Anyway, alright, let's go ahead and talk about the story here. Batman and Superman have amnesia. They have no idea who they are, don't remember that they are superheroes, crime fighters, anything, and they basically gallivant around Gotham and they stop some bad guys and interact with some notable DC characters. That's the story in a nutshell. So let's get into what I liked, didn't like, and some of the themes of the issue. The concept for the story is really interesting. Having Superman and Batman already have come through, their origin stories and all that jazz, and they're big-time superheroes, and now they can't remember who they are. I think that's interesting because you get to see a different side of them. How do they act when they don't remember any of the conditioning or teaching or mentorship that they've had in the past, and so they're kind of just like clean slates with all these abilities. Batman with all his martial arts and tech stuff, and Superman with his obvious superpowers. How is he going to react? With these powers, is he going to be a good guy? Is he going to be a bad guy because he doesn't really know who he is or what he's about? So I thought that was an interesting concept. It was really awesome, though, to see that despite losing their memory, they still gravitated to their natural personalities. Superman was still all about wanting to rescue people, and he even did so for Catwoman, not remembering who she is. And Batman, he not only was able to kick some tail, but he actually seemed to enjoy himself in the issue. He was kind of like a frat boy who just realized he was a ninja. It was kind of cool. It was a different way to see him in that, and that was something I really liked about the issue. Now for what I didn't care too much for in this issue. The art was just terrible. In my opinion. Now always remember, this is just my opinion. Other people may really like this style of art, but I just was not feeling it. It looked smudged, and the facial expressions and like the faces didn't look complete. And I don't know, it looked like really bad watercolors. That's the best way I can describe it. The plot was very thin, and basically the story seems like it went nowhere. Like there was all kinds of action and stuff going on, but nothing moved forward any kind of plot really, other than some stuff with Lois, which seems to kind of set up where they're going next. But it really didn't seem like a whole lot happened other than that one thing towards the end of the issue. So as far as plot movement, lots of action happened, but not a whole lot of plot movement. There wasn't very much in the way of character development either, except for Batman, and seeing him get to kind of react to the idea of losing his memory, and the whole, like I said, frat boy thing that he seemed to be going with was pretty interesting. But Superman really wasn't in the issue a whole lot, and they didn't really dive in too much to what he was thinking in his mind as much as they did Batman. I mean, they do that some, but it just seemed like Batman got a little bit more attention, which is kind of common for DC, so that's not a big surprise there. As far as themes, the one thing I took away from reading this was that, sometimes we forget who we are, but usually we find our way back to who we are and what we're about thanks to the people around us. And that's why it's important to surround yourself with good people who love you and who care about you and who can be there for you when you kind of start to lose your way or get frustrated with life and forget what things are all about. Those people can really be there for you in a time of need and help you get back on the right path. Overall, I didn't really dig this issue that much. I felt like it was kind of boring and the art was not that good, so I didn't really enjoy this one all that much, so I only give it a 6 out of 10. So yeah, that's really all I got on that one. I'm not so sure that I'll be picking up the next one and reviewing it, just because there's other books I could be spending my time reading that are a little bit better done than this one. Usually Greg Pak's not that bad of a writer. This issue just was not all that great. So that's all I got for this one, guys. See you in the next one.